Here I have a party agenda widget that lists out items to do for the party, right? So we're going to start the party, live the party, take the party home. But it's kind of plain, so I want to apply some CSS styling to this widget. The way you can do that is by adding a CSS file into your application, and I'll call this agenda.m.css. And that's because Dojo is going to use CSS modules. And what this does is it is going to scope the class names that you use on a per widget basis so that you won't have any name conflicts inside your application. So to start, let's just go ahead and add some padding. How about like a 2 rem? That should be pretty good. Save that. And I'm going to go and use it inside of my application. So let's close this up. I will import as CSS from agenda.m.css. Now, first, it's going to complain that it won't be able to find the agenda CSS. And that's because when you run the Dojo build, it has to go ahead and create the DTS file for it so you can use it in TypeScript. But now that I have it, I can go and apply that to my widget here. Now, the way that you apply classes, CSS styling to widgets is via the classes property. And it's going to take an object. And I can just go ahead and do css.root right here. Oops. Save that. Let the application run. And we can see that's gone ahead and applied padding to our widget. Now, normally what I do is I go ahead and I actually put an array in here for the CSS file, because this will also take a number of CSS class names that you might want to apply to a single element. All right, so let's go ahead and apply some stuff to our header. So the h2, so I'm going to call it dot h2, and we're going to go ahead and say that the font weight is going to be, let's go for 400. And how about font style? It's going to be italic. Let's save that. If I come back over here, now I go and apply that to the H2. And that's going to go and apply that to our widget itself. Now, what you don't want to do with CSS modules is that you don't want to do something like here. Let's go .root, and let's say any OL elements that might be under the root. So something like that, right? And let's go with font weight, bold. That is going to complain because what happens is it will work, except it's going to go ahead and give you an error. So let me show you my terminal here. So in my terminal, you can see that I get a warning from CSS modules telling me that the class name with the child element for OL don't want it to contain element selectors due to unsafe isolation. So that means that CSS modules is not going to be able to give you a specific class name for something like this. Right, so what you're better off doing is creating a class such as .list and give that a font weight of bold. Save that. Come over here. Now I can go into the list that I have in my application. And I can apply this CSS to that element. And we should see this update with bold in my list here. So that's how you can go ahead and use CSS styles, CSS modules to go ahead and apply styling to your widgets.